Hey, great people. Thank you for joining us. I am Chidi Akunna.
And I'm Victor Akunna.
Okay, we've been on a series of a journey to financial intimacy, and
Absolutely.
it's just been fantastic hearing different, testimonies, remarks, getting
Rewarding.
different feedback from people.
Mm,
It's been very rewarding.
mm,
We decided to jig things around today, and we have a pack of cards, so we will be playing some financial games.
mm,
I have randomly selected 5 cards because we have to keep this short.
mm.
The first one here says, "What were your first impressions of me?" Ooh, I want to know.
First impression of you, meek, gentle, intelligent, reflective. Yeah, those are the very first time I saw you and the very first conversation that we had. Yes.
First conversation, because I was wondering you said intelligent, but yes, we had
Yes.
some
We had it.
conversations.
Yes.
Okay, what were my first impressions of you? Very
Mm,
driven,
mm,
caring, and
mm,
gentlemanly. Oh
mm,
yes, yes, yes. I'm going to give
mm,
you
Thank you.
that. Okay, so this one says, "Do you feel comfortable telling me how much is in your bank account?"
Yeah.
That's a given.
Yeah. Yes, I feel comfortable to answer the question, but the truth about it is that she has access to my account.
I run
I
the
have access
account,
to her account,
so
so she knows what is in my account.
yeah,
So
that one was a given
yeah,
question.
one of the reason why we do that is because we believe that one of the benefits of being married is that you are able to synergize your resources and you're able to achieve more, and that has actually been our own experience. So
Right.
you must create that opportunity or that environment where your partner can feel vulnerable and be able to talk about how much you earn and how much they have in their bank account. Otherwise, both of you will be running a parallel race and you might not really be able to pull together your resources. Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so who's more financially responsible? Hmm.
I would think,
I'll say both.
yeah, I would say both. Yes,
Okay.
and I'll explain why I say
Okay.
both. Because our values around money is very similar. Values are what drives your decision making on specific issues. So our value around money very similar. Most things I wouldn't spend money on, she wouldn't spend money on it. And now, in addition to that, we have a system whereby I cannot spend beyond a certain amount of money without consulting her. And so within our financial making decision, within our financial decision making, we have a system of responsibility embedded within it. So that way I can't just run off and do something.
It just curtails
It
you.
just curtails what you do.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so the next one here says, "How do you feel our bills or finances should be handled?"
how do you feel? Personally, I think that's what we're doing. In sense, because again, I'm not trying to sing our praise, but in the sense that we are quite open and quite transparent about how we go around our bills. So there are specific bills that leave from my account, there are specific bills that leave from our account. So we know what is going on, and my wife kind of organizes everything to ensure that we're not behind on any. So on any bill. So for me, it's about transparency. It's about teamwork. It's about ensuring that we focus on not just minimizing the overhead, expanding what is coming in. Because I mean, as a business person, I think it's a no-brainer for you to put yourself in that situation where what is going out is more than what is coming in. That's financial suicide. So we try to avoid those red lines to ensure that we don't overextend ourselves at any given point in time.
You know, for some of the principles which you mentioned, and they say principles are universal, right? So for some of those principles, if we actually maximize them in our relationships, they will not just help for the health of our relationship, our marriage. What we would notice is a significant jump in our productivity.
Absolutely.
So why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, the last one. Name 2 things you are willing to make large financial sacrifices for. Oh wow, I have to think about that one. Name 2 things you're willing to make large financial sacrifices for.
For me, two things that jump to my mind is right now, most of my income is coming from what I call active income. Active income meaning I have to physically be there or physically be involved for me to earn an income. So if I don't work, I don't get paid. So I'm believing that eventually I'm trying to transit to that point where the bulk of the income coming in will be passive. Passive meaning whether you are there or not, while you are sleeping, you're able to generate income. So figuring out how to do that, figuring out what to do and the strategies to do. So because based on that, we've made financial investments, making financial sacrifice. When you make an investment, you're making sacrifice because what you could have used that money for, you are setting it aside to use it for something else for posterity. So we've invested in a specific number of training that is helping us to do that. The other thing I would like to invest to make financial sacrifices for is a good name. The reason being that I want, when my name is mentioned, it will open doors for my children and my children's children. So you say, oh, this person is the child of Chidi and Victor Akunna. I want that to mean something positive. And so that means that there are things that I will not do, there are deals I will not be involved in just because of that. Because a good name is better than silver and gold. So I might think that, oh, yeah, let me just quickly make this money. So I may make some sacrifices right now, but in the overall scheme of things, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, it will be insignificant compared to the good name that you've been able to build for yourself.
I think that's one of the reasons I married you. You have such a fine mind. I
Thank
kid
you.
not. Because when you started speaking, I was like, where is he going to? How is it financially linked? Okay, but I get your point.
Yeah.
Okay, so two things I will be willing to make large financial sacrifices for would be family.
Yeah.
I can do anything
Yeah.
for family.
Yeah, I can attest to
So
that.
if my family is involved, yes. And then two would be anything that has kingdom agenda tied to it. So when I say kingdom agenda, I mean the kingdom of our God, our Father. So if a demand is placed on it and it's kingdom project, I can make large sacrifice for that. Yes.
True.
So it's been so nice doing this. We'll see you on the next one.